Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me today for another Alfred Hitchcock Presents review. Today I'm going to be talking about Season 5, Episode 17, The Cure, starring Neremiah Persoff, Peter Mark Richman, and Cara Williams. And as always, there will be episode spoilers. So, The Cure is an episode I really didn't like all that much. It's kind of a strange episode plot-wise. In my opinion, it takes a long time to get going, and I also thought it was pretty predictable in places. But I will say that the somewhat gruesome ending is kind of interesting for the show, considering when this episode was made. So this episode starts with a man named Jeff, and he's resting, and his wife named Marie, who seems possessed or sick or something, comes into his room and tries to stab him with a knife. And she might have killed him if it was not for a man named Luis who comes in to save him. Now, at this point, another man who works with Jeff named Mike comes in and also finds out what happens. Jeff thinks that his wife Maria has some kind of fever and that's why she tried to kill him, but I am already skeptical of this whole situation. And so is the man Luis, who you can tell doesn't trust Marie much at all. So Jeff goes to see Marie, who is now tied up, and he unties her, and I have to say he doesn't seem too concerned about being attacked again or anything. Okay, I guess you just have to kind of go with it. So at this point, after the visit, Jeff has a conversation with Mike, and he wants him to take Marie to see a doctor. He thinks she needs professional help. Now, it seems Mike doesn't like Marie much either, even though I don't really buy it. It's a situation where Mike seems to dislike her a little bit too much, and I am already thinking they must be in on this together, Mike and Marie. So at this point, Mike goes to see Marie to tell her about the plan, and of course, within a minute or so, they are kissing, and I was right about this. Maybe I've just seen too many Alfred Hitchcock Presents episodes, but I thought this was very, very predictable. So at this point, Marie tells Jeff, who also seems sick, that she has agreed to go to the doctor. So they set off on their trip finally. Like I said, it takes a long time to get to this part of the episode. So at this point, Luis also goes on the trip. He's away for a minute. Marie tells Mike they should kill Luis because he's going to cause trouble. He knows what they're up to. Mike is reluctant, but not being the smartest Alfred Hitchcock Presents character, agrees to kill Luis. So, of course, he tries and fails, and Luis kills him instead in a very sloppy scene that I didn't really think was done that well. So Marie begs for mercy, and Luis says he will take her to the doctor just like Jeff wants. So we go to the last scene, which is actually pretty well done with Jeff, and Luis is alone. He explains what happened with Mike, and also that he did take Marie to see someone, and it was a head shrinker, and he pulls out what is supposed to be her head, I guess. So I guess Jeff is rid of Marie. So I will say the ending is very gruesome for an Alfred Hitchcock Presents episode, but it also kind of comes out of nowhere. I feel like it wasn't really thought out all that well, but it's still kind of interesting, and still the acting is okay, and Cara Williams in particular is entertaining, and the ending does bring this episode up slightly for me, but I would still call it overall a below average episode. The love affair twist was very predictable, at least to me, and the episode doesn't totally work, but it's watchable, and I'm going to give The Cure a 2 out of 5. Definitely not an essential episode, though, for fans of the show, unless you're watching every single episode. As always, feel free to leave me a comment on The Cure if you've seen it. What did you think about it? Maybe you liked it a little more than I did, or maybe not. As always, thank you very much for your support, and thanks for watching.